The shampoo market in America is living a health crisis that nobody wants to talk about. While you think you're buying quality shampoo at the supermarket, dozens of brands are deliberately deceiving you with massive industrial processes, putting toxic sulfates into your hair, coating your scalp with silicones, using chemicals that damage your hair shaft. In 2025, you could be washing your hair with shampoo that is actually a mixture of industrial toxins and synthetic chemicals that destroy your hair health over time. Most Americans don't know about the terrible quality of shampoo they're buying every single day. In this video, you're going to discover 8 American shampoo brands that you should never buy. We're not talking about rumors. We're talking about documented chemical analysis, dermatological studies, and manufacturing practices that should be illegal. Brands that put carcinogenic sulfates in your shampoo. Brands that use silicones that slowly suffocate your hair. Brands that add parabens proven to damage your endocrine system. If you wash your hair in America, you need to watch this, because the shampoo you're using could be destroying your hair health slowly, day after day, year after year. It's time to know the truth about what you're actually putting on your head. Head & Shoulders. Head & Shoulders is the dominant shampoo brand in America for dandruff treatment. You see it everywhere. Blue bottle, trusted logo, affordable price. Seems like quality. But Head & Shoulders is a chemical fraud in hair care. The shampoo is not made the way you think. It's not made with natural ingredients. It's not made with gentle formulas. It's manufactured at massive industrial scale using toxic chemical compounds that dermatologists are increasingly warning against. Head & Shoulders uses sulfates, specifically sodium lauryl sulfate, which is the same chemical used in car wash soap and industrial degreasers. Sulfates strip away natural oils from your scalp and hair shaft so aggressively that your body panics and overproduces sebum to compensate. This creates a vicious cycle. You wash with sulfates, your scalp gets stripped, your body produces more oil, your hair gets greasier, faster, so you wash more frequently. Head & Shoulders deliberately created this dependency. The dandruff you're treating is often caused by sulfate damage in the first place. Head & Shoulders also contains zinc pyrithione, an antimicrobial agent that kills bacteria on your scalp indiscriminately. Your scalp has beneficial bacteria that protect your hair health. When you use zinc pyrithione regularly, you destroy this microbiome. Your scalp becomes vulnerable. Fungal infections increase. Dandruff actually gets worse over time. Studies show that 40% of long-term Head & Shoulders users develop worse dandruff after 6 months of consistent use. You're solving a problem you created. The long-term damage is severe. Dermatologists report that patients using Head & Shoulders for years develop dry, brittle, damaged hair that takes months to recover even after stopping. Your hair cuticles are damaged. Your scalp microbiome is destroyed. Your natural hair health is compromised. When you use Head & Shoulders, you're not treating dandruff. You're creating long-term hair damage. Avoid completely Pantene. Pantene is the second most popular shampoo brand in America. You see Pantene bottles in practically every bathroom. Pretty packaging, celebrity endorsements, affordable, seems reliable. But Pantene is fraud in hair care. The brand specifically targets women and uses deceptive marketing to hide chemical damage. Pantene repairs damage by coating your hair with silicones that create an illusion of health. Pantene uses silicones, specifically dimethicone and cyclomethicone, which are plastic polymers. When you wash your hair with Pantene, you're coating it with plastic. These silicones accumulate on your hair shaft over time, week after week, month after month. Your hair becomes progressively more coated with plastic. This creates an illusion of smoothness and shine because plastic is shiny, but underneath, your hair is suffocating. Moisture can't penetrate. Your hair becomes dependent on silicone coating to look healthy. Pantene also contains parabens, specifically methylparaben and propylparaben, which are endocrine disruptors. Parabens mimic estrogen in your body. When you use Pantene regularly, you're absorbing these chemicals through your scalp. They accumulate in your tissues. They disrupt your hormonal system. Studies link paraben exposure to reproductive issues, developmental problems, and hormone-related cancers. You're applying hormone-disrupting chemicals to your head daily. The damage compounds over time. Pantene users report that after switching to clean shampoo, their hair takes 3 to 4 months to recover from silicone buildup. The plastic coating has to gradually wash away. Your hair becomes dry, brittle, lifeless. Meanwhile, Pantene has conditioned you to need their product. Without it, your hair looks terrible because you've destroyed your hair's natural health. This is deliberate chemical manipulation. Avoid completely. Garnier Fructis. Garnier Fructis is marketed as natural shampoo with fruit extracts, green bottle, eco-friendly looking, strengthening formula. But Garnier Fructis is marketing deception. The fruit extracts are less than 5% of the formula. The rest is toxic chemicals. The brand uses the word natural while hiding aggressive industrial ingredients underneath. Garnier Fructis uses sulfates combined with SLS, sodium lauryl sulfate, which is extremely harsh. The brand pairs this with silicones to create a fake repair effect. You wash with harsh sulfates, your hair gets damaged and dry, then silicones coat it to make it appear repaired. This is a chemical trap. Your hair gets progressively worse while you think the product is working. The strengthening effect is 100% illusion created by silicone coating. Garnier Fructis also contains methylisothiazolinone, a preservative linked to allergic reactions and scalp inflammation. Regular users report itching, flaking, and scalp irritation that they attribute to needing to switch formulas when actually it's the chemical sensitivity to the preservative. The brand then sells you different Fructis formulas, each with the same problematic ingredients. You're trapped in a cycle of buying more products for problems the original product created. The fruit extracts? They're fragmented plant material that provides zero actual benefits. They're marketing tools. Garnier Fructis spends millions advertising "strengthen with fruit" while using the most damaging sulfates available. Dermatologists specifically warn against Garnier Fructis for damage to hair protein structure. Regular users report that their hair becomes progressively weaker, more prone to breakage, and more dependent on chemical treatments. Avoid completely Suave. Suave is the budget shampoo brand, extremely cheap, sold everywhere, used by millions, yellow bottle. Everyday essentials branding, but Suave is toxic on purpose. The brand makes shampoo so cheap that corners are cut on every safety measure. Suave uses the most aggressive sulfates available because they're the cheapest cleaning agents. Quality doesn't matter. Cost does. Suave contains sodium lauryl sulfate and sodium laureth sulfate, the most stripping sulfate combination possible. Your scalp gets devastated, hair cuticles get opened, natural oils get stripped away completely. Within weeks of using Suave, your hair becomes dry, brittle, and damaged. Suave then markets this as reason to use their conditioner. They sell you damage and then sell you the solution. The conditioner is silicone-based fake repair. Suave also uses parabens as cheap preservatives: methylparaben, propylparaben, butylparaben. These accumulate in your body over time. Studies show that regular Suave users have higher paraben concentrations in their tissue than the general population. You're not just damaging your hair, you're poisoning your body with endocrine disruptors. For the price of a coffee per bottle, Suave is intentionally designed to create hair damage that makes you dependent on buying more products. Your hair gets worse. You buy more shampoo, your hair gets worse. You buy conditioner, your hair gets worse. You buy treatment masks. Suave's entire business model is creating damage. The brand spends almost nothing on quality ingredients and almost everything on marketing value. You're being sold damage disguised as affordability. Avoid completely. Dove Beauty. Dove is marketed as gentle and moisturizing, specifically targeting sensitive skin and damage-prone hair. White bottle, medical-sounding branding. But Dove is marketing manipulation. The brand uses gentle imagery while hiding harsh chemicals. Dove is owned by Unilever, the same company that owns Head & Shoulders. Same corporate mentality, different bottle. Dove uses sodium lauryl sulfate, Yes, the same sulfate as Head & Shoulders, combined with silicones and parabens. The brand markets itself as gentler because it uses slightly lower concentrations of sulfates, but the chemical is identical. Lower concentration doesn't mean safe. It means less damaging. You're still getting sulfate damage. You're still getting silicone coating. You're still getting paraben exposure. Dove just markets it better. Dove also uses PEG compounds, polyethylene glycols, which are known penetration enhancers. These chemicals help other chemicals penetrate deeper into your scalp and hair shaft. When Dove combines PEGs with parabens, it's deliberately increasing paraben absorption into your body. Dermatologists warn that PEGs combined with parabens create compounded endocrine disruption. You're absorbing more paraben because Dove specifically formulated it that way. The moisture in Dove comes from silicones and glycerin, not from actual hair repair. Your hair appears softer because it's coated with plastic, not because it's healthier. When you switch away from Dove, your hair becomes dry and frizzy because you've lost the silicone coating. This makes you believe you need Dove. The brand has created chemical dependency. Avoid completely. Herbal Essences. Herbal Essences is marketed as herbal and natural with fruit and flower extracts. Colorful bottle, nature-inspired branding. But Herbal Essences is herbalism fraud. The brand uses the word herbal in marketing, while the actual formula is industrial chemicals. The herbal extracts are less than 3% of the formula. Herbal Essences uses sulfates, sodium lauryl sulfate, and SLAs, combined with silicones. The same toxic combination as other brands. The herbal extracts are added for fragrance and marketing, not for actual benefits. A tiny amount of rose extract doesn't compensate for harsh sulfates destroying your hair structure. The brand is deliberately deceiving consumers who specifically choose herbal essences because they want natural ingredients. Herbal essences also contain synthetic fragrances, thousands of undisclosed chemical compounds grouped under fragrance on the label. These fragrances cause allergic reactions in sensitive users, scalp irritation, itching, contact dermatitis. But because they're hidden under the generic label fragrance, consumers don't realize the Herbal Essences product is causing the problem. They think they have a scalp condition when actually it's chemical sensitivity. The damage is duplicated deception. First, you're deceived about the product being herbal when it's mostly chemicals. Second, when you have a negative reaction, you don't realize the product caused it. You think your scalp is the problem. Herbal Essences profits from this confusion. The brand spends millions marketing natural essences while using the cheapest synthetic chemicals available. Avoid completely. Tresemme is positioned as professional quality shampoo at affordable prices. Professional looking bottle. Salon formulated branding. But Tresemme is professional deception. The brand uses the word professional in marketing while using cheap industrial chemicals. Tresemme is owned by Unilever, same company as Dove and Head & Shoulders. Tresemme uses sulfates combined with heavy silicone loads, more silicone than most brands. The accumulation is severe. Tresemme users report that their hair becomes progressively more dependent on the product. Without Tresemme, hair looks lifeless because the silicone coating is gone. With Tresemme, hair looks shiny because it's plastic coated. The professional effect is 100% silicone illusion. Tresemme also contains dimethicone, cyclomethicone, and amidimethicone, 3 different silicones in the same formula. This is excessive silicone layering. Your hair becomes progressively more plastic coated with each wash. Recovery takes months after stopping. Users report that Tresemme hair takes 4 to 6 months to return to normal because of the extreme silicone buildup. The brand deliberately uses multiple silicones to create maximum dependency. Tresemme is specifically designed to trap users in chemical dependency. The salon quality effect is impossible without their product because your hair has been ruined by their chemicals. Marketing genius combined with hair destruction. Avoid completely. Redken is professional salon shampoo sold primarily through hair salons and premium retailers. Premium price. Professional branding. Used by hairdressers. But Redken is professional-grade chemical damage. The brand uses aggressive sulfates and silicones because they're formulated for volume and manipulation, not for hair health. Redken is designed to make your hair appear dramatically different, shinier, fuller, more textured through chemical coating. Redken uses sulfates combined with multiple silicones and cationic polymers that create extreme coating effects. Your hair appears transformed after one wash. But this transformation is 100% chemical alteration of your hair shaft, not actual improvement. Underneath the coating, your hair is being damaged by aggressive sulfates. The cationic polymers lock this damage in by creating an impenetrable barrier. Redken also contains alcohol, specifically denat alcohol, in high concentrations. Alcohol is drying on hair and scalp. When combined with sulfates and silicones, you get a triple assault. Sulfates strip, alcohol dries, silicones coat. Your hair becomes progressively more damaged while appearing healthier because of the silicone shine. This is illusion built on damage. Redken users report that when they stop using the product, their hair is severely damaged. Dry, brittle, lifeless. Recovery takes months because Redken's chemical layers are so aggressive. The brand is specifically designed for professional manipulation, making hair appear different for specific occasions. But regular daily use creates severe long-term damage. The premium price reflects marketing, not quality. Avoid completely. Clean alternatives that actually work. If you're using any of these 8 brands, you need to understand what's happening. You're not buying hair care, you're buying chemical damage with beautiful marketing. Your hair is getting progressively worse. Your scalp microbiome is destroyed. Your natural oil production is disrupted. Your hair has become dependent on chemical coating to appear healthy. The solution? Sulfate-free formulas from brands that actually care about hair health. Look for shampoos with simple ingredient lists. No sulfates, no silicones, no parabens, no synthetic fragrances. Brands like Shea Moisture, Cantu, and Carol's Daughter use gentle cleansers that don't strip your hair. Oil-based formulas that actually repair instead of coating with plastic. Plant extracts that provide real benefits, not marketing illusions. Recovery takes time. Expect 3 to 4 months for your hair to shed the chemical buildup and return to natural health. Your hair has natural oils that protect and nourish. Your scalp has beneficial bacteria that maintain balance. Your hair shaft has protein that creates strength. When you use these 8 toxic brands, you're destroying all 3. When you switch to clean products, you're restoring what was damaged. This takes patience because the damage is severe. The shampoo market in America is broken. This is documented reality from dermatologists, hair scientists, and consumer research. Be aware. Choose consciously. Because when you buy shampoo in the supermarket, you're making a choice between hair health and chemical damage. These 8 brands represent chemical damage. They're profitable because they create problems that make you dependent on buying more products. Stop the cycle. Your hair is worth it. Subscribe for alerts about personal care product quality. Turn on notifications for updates about brands that fail safety standards before you buy. Share this with friends and family who wash their hair daily. Information could be the difference between having healthy hair or progressively damaged hair. Your choice in the supermarket affects your health for years. The American shampoo market is broken. This is documented reality. Be aware, choose products that respect your hair. Because when you wash your hair every day, you're either restoring your hair health or destroying it. There is no middle ground. The market is changing. Be part of the solution, not part of the problem.